What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, brother Deontae Wilder, he's a good brother. He has really come up from the bottom to where he is now. He's just like most of us. You know, nobody gave him a shot to do anything. And he came from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He actually wanted to be a wide receiver, from what I understand. And he started boxing to take care of his daughter. And he took up the sport at 20 years old. So imagine how good he would have been if he'd have started in 13, 12, something like that. Despite that, he is amazing in what he's done to get to where he's at. But recently, he's been arrested for something that's very interesting. What I'd like to do is I'd like to play this video clip and explain exactly what happened, and then I'm going to come back.
But let's get into it. According to TMZ, Deontay Wilder arrested in LA, booked on a gun charge. Wilder spent part of his Tuesday morning locked behind bars. TMZ has learned the star boxer was arrested in Los Angeles following a routine traffic stop. The law enforcement tells us that Wilder was pulled over in Hollywood around 1:15 a.m. after LAPD officers claimed his Rolls-Royce windows were illegally tinted and his license plate was obstructed. During the stop, cops said they smelled an odor of burnt marijuana coming from his ride, so they searched the car. Our sources then say they found weed in a 9mm in the vehicle and put Wilder into custody. We are told the 6'7" fighter was cooperative and nice throughout the entire ordeal. Our sources say that the 37-year-old was booked on a charge of possession of concealed, that thing that shoots them things. Jail records show he was bonded out at 6:34 a.m. Wilder is a 43-2-1 fighter with 42 knockouts on his resume, has been rumored to be the next opponent for Anthony Joshua, with a heavyweight super fight expected to go down at some point in 2023. It is unclear if the arrest will have any impact on the fight's negotiations. I will answer that last portion of the question for you. Heck no, it will have absolutely no ramifications whatsoever on that fight. And for the Deontay Wilder's part, again, he said, "I'd rather be safe than sorry." The end.
I want to give a shout out to Fannin International Boxing Channel for that commentary. And you heard what he said at the end. He said, you know what? I'd rather be caught with it or without it, something like that. All right. That's what he's saying. Now, I'd like to examine this for a lot of black men out there who are living in the States. We've seen what's happened with so many of the rappers out there, PNB Rock, Nipsey Hussle living in Los Angeles, other people that's been there, Pop Smoke. You see a lot of these guys have accumulated this nice wealth and these great things and these great cars. And this is a guy who's a boxer, right? Like he could literally, the average person, he kill you if he hit you hard enough. I mean, this is a guy has dynamite in his gloves. This is a guy that, you'd be in a lot of trouble if you get hit by him. But man, even him, he don't feel safe. He don't feel safe driving around LA, although he has a nice car. He has a Bentley. A Bentley's cost a whole lot of money, more money than what I got. And I want to just ask you, black man, something. If you live in the States, now, what is it worth if you have these things, right? You have these things such that you don't even trust yourself, that you have to, or anybody else, in order for you to have it, you got to carry a gun because of who you are. Can we imagine that sort of fear? And that's what I'm dealing with right now, because that's what we're talking about. A lot of black men live in that sort of fear that are successful or they're entertainers. And one of the things I want to talk about, I lived in Poland for quite some time. When I lived in Poland, no matter what time of the night, and I made, I'm talking about, I made a lot of money in Poland. It was crazy. I was killing it. Yeah, it was just like hand over fist money for me, from what I was paying. Any time of the night, I had no problem just, getting out, walking around, nothing. Like, I never felt like, I need to do this and I need to do, never. And I understand that with a lot of brothers out there, that's kind of how it is. But I just, in America, you'd have to feel like that. Whereas for me, I never had to feel like, hey, you know what? I need to do this. I need to do, never. Even living in Africa. I mean, sure, there's a crazy roads there and you can't walk so much more at night, but I have never had that feeling like I'm somebody gonna get you. But imagine you working so hard and you have these things, you obviously feel like, man, somebody is gonna, I have to illegally carry this gun. And my mom, she's been sending me a whole bunch of stories about what's going on back home. You have somebody that accidentally got into somebody's car and didn't know car. And I've almost tried to do it before, like at the grocery store, looking for my mom's car, and the car looks very similar, and I go over there, and then I could never imagine me losing my life for that. But that's, America's on edge right now, man. And people are saying I would rather get a felony for having this illegal gun in my car than somebody kill me. And man, isn't that like scary? And I just want to ask a lot of you brothers out there who are, you're thriving for some of this personal wealth and you want to have this nice stuff. Do you feel like for you to have it, that you need a gun to protect it? And I understand that things happen, but if you have a gun, like if you have to get a Bentley, do you feel like you need a gun in the car in case somebody robs you? I understand, like I don't like guns at all. I don't. I don't even want to be around because I don't want to have to use it and go. I definitely don't want to go to jail. So that's why I don't like guns. Because one of y'all been to say something, and I'm not gonna be in there with Big Pookie. It's not going down. All right. So therefore, I don't like guns, and I don't want to be around guns. I'm not a gun person. Not a gun person. Okay. But do you feel like that? And for me, it's like if I feel like I need to have a gun for me to have my Bentley, I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. Never. And for me, because I'm telling you why, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I want to live my life in my own dustiness. Okay. I know that some of these superstars, they feel they need to do that. I get it. Me, I'm going to be dusty. Some of y'all get mad. Man, why you come on the podcast looking so dusty? Because I'm broke. I'm happy being broke. Don't have no problem being broke. I love it. I don't even need all that. I used to want a big ass house. I used to want a big car. I moved to Poland, man, and I could barely even, I had a studio. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. That was more than enough for me. Had a bed. If you wanted to have, the girl come through in the room and stuff like that, is you can get that cracking. That's all you need. Long as you kept it clean. You don't need nothing else. Now, what else do I need? I don't need nothing else than that. So I'm good. Don't want it, don't need it. Got a car? Can it run? Yes. I'm good. Don't need nothing else. I like my dust. I appreciate the dust. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.